You've heard about singing for your supper. Paulie is cooking. This is a little rocket stove made out of the axle of the Defender. Knocked it up in a few minutes. That's all it's bloody good for.
I found an empty one.
Nice little idea, isn't it?
Yeah, perfect.
Where was that made? Probably China, but
well, yeah, I don't know. It's called an ironclad rocket stove.
yeah.
Bought it from Amazon.
Amazon, never heard of it. That's a handy little thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great thing to have in a power cut here, because everybody's, you know, barbecue. We have a barbecue with a ring on it, you know, so you can.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, that's handy.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, we now, well, as an update, we've placed the order for the new rear diff. Well, we're going to place the order tomorrow morning for a new rear diff. We think we're going to go for the heavy duty upgrade.
I think it's the best.
Yeah.
I really do.
Go with one where all the.
You don't want to do it again.
Go for one where all the bolt heads are actually there.
Welded on.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't just weld it. But I mean, I've been reading the comments of that, you know, that last video.
Yeah.
And it's shocking how many people have had the same problem, you know.
Yeah.
But Land Rover we test out. No, I don't think they test anything. This is how that'll do.
I'm pleased that we found it. I'm pleased I'm not the only one that's had the problem. But I feel like I am the only one that I've come across that's lost all bolt heads.
Yep.
But that's not a record to be proud of.
Do you want me to throw some in the bottom just for good
yes,
keeping?
When we put it back in, yeah.
Yeah, so it rattles.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because that 130 of mine, it's 1984, 83, 84, 85 I think it is. Same axle, you know.
And I guess we've also had a lot of comments regarding the people that did some work in San Diego. And whilst I'm not very happy with what they did do, I can't categorically say that they are
responsible.
At fault here. I think maybe that just the sheer fact that we've got a constant 3.5 ton load, very heavy, a lot of that weight on the car is on the back axle, and not all of the roads we've been along are nice smooth paved roads.
But it still puzzles me. Why did they wanted to take the diff out in the first place and just check it? What was the reason?
Well, I had a clunking noise when I pulled away. I felt there was a lot of backlash, and it was
right
clunk every time I pulled away, clunk, clunk, and it just felt like there was a lot of slack in the transmission.
Right.
And I didn't know where it was. I didn't know if it was in the half shafts or in the diff itself or in the props or
but they're made and that's another thing that doesn't sort of jive with me. The only thing to wear on a prop shaft, and how many miles has that truck gone? It hasn't done it hasn't done that many.
58,000.
58,000. A prop shaft shouldn't go at 58,000. Brand new one.
No, I mean when I got that in 2018, I got that and it done 12 miles. We did a few in the UK and then we shipped it to Halifax,
right.
And that was in. So we've only really been driving it in anger since April of 2019,
right?
And we've done 55,000.
But that said, I mean, those prop shaft joints, I'm sure they're inch sizes. There won't be anything special.
Yeah.
So why didn't they just change the universal joints? Because the sliders very rarely go now.
I don't know.
That's where it beggars belief.
I don't know what was wrong. That's that's the element of me not being very happy with them, was that I returned back to the States on early January, and up until 3 days before I returned, I hadn't had any feedback from them. And then 3 days before, they said, "Oh, this is what we've done. We've made a custom thing made," and there's not much I could do about it. They've done it.
But when you drove it, had the clunk gone?
No.
No.
The clunk was still, the very time I pulled away in the car park, the clunk was there, but...
well, that's maybe when they threw the bolts in. They took it out to throw the bolts in.
But I greased
the slider.
I greased their slider prop shaft, and the clunk went. And for months and months, we didn't have a clunk, and I thought everything was good.
But you see, the Land Rover has a plastic coating on the spline. That's why it doesn't really need a great deal of grease.
Right.
Because the old series, oh man, they were terrible for splines.
I mean, I've tried to be pretty, you know, religious around keeping on top of it. We service it every 7,500 miles. I give it all the new filters, new oil, and rotate the tyres and grease the prop shafts every time, and in between services I grease the prop shaft. I know some people say, well, if you've been in a hot, dry, dusty environment, you should be greasing them daily or weekly or something, but
I bet you £1 to a penny that red disco behind you has never had a touch of grease since the first year of use. I bet it's never been, but it'll still keep going. But it's not carrying the weight, is it?
No, I think that's the big difference.
Yeah.
So looking at the Ashcroft website, there's obviously the diffs that have been pegged to help brace that crown wheel. But
there's no point putting that in.
I think if it seems to me, Ashcroft said, well, you can buy a like for like, or you can buy a slightly improved one where we peg the crown wheel, or you could buy a heavy duty one.
It's a no-brainer, isn't it? And again, we've got a problem because my prop shaft man, we think's retired, so we might as well just pick up a prop as well for £100. It would cost us that to get it done here.
Yeah, and balanced and everything else.
And then we've got one off the shelf and bolted on, and yeah, it's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
Never mind. Nothing that a curry and a beer can't fix.
Ah, that's right. Boy, it's been a warm one today, hasn't it?
It has. I've got to drink some more.
Yeah. Well,
Two Englishmen standing there drinking Coors.
Coors, what sacrilege.
Have you not got any Tetleys or...
Coors shite, we call it. They call it Coors Light over here, but we call it Coors shite. Yeah, no, because the students are back, and like, you can buy these mega packs of beer.
Yeah.
Well, I've only got a little tiny fridge, I'll never get them all in, so... Anyway, we didn't have much of a choice tonight. We usually when it's really hot like this, we like a nice refreshing sherry. Little sip, the tiniest sip.
In our retirement home here.
Yeah, you didn't see what we've done, eh? Paul's got his pop-top tent on his truck. Well, we couldn't get it quite the way up, so we took the wheels off and dropped it on some axle stands so we can get a proper height. It's even on the stub axles, it was a bit too high, wasn't it? Yeah, it is, so it's kind of comfortable. It's kind of comfortable. We'll show you round this, but like I say, it's a bit disabled, so I'm knackered now, so I want to get it done.
Yeah, but once he's back on his wheels, we'll give a little tour around.
It really is a nice truck. It really is a nice truck. Yeah, and we'll give you a tour. In fact, we'll do a side-by-side with a Series 1.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and see the features of a Series 1 to a 2016, like the first and last. Yes. Hey, I bet you won't see that very often.
No, there's the one, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thing that shocked me more than anything was the size of the Series 1 compared to the Series 2.
Oh, well, you'd be able to put it in the back.
Yes. Oh, I don't want any more weight.
Oh, no, it only weighs about 5 ounces. Yeah, it's a good little truck.
That's your bit just for that.
Can you not turn it down a bit?
That's your bit.
Oh, that's alright. Save some for me cap. Well, I hope tomorrow's going to be a little less humid.
It's sticky, I'm still wet.
It's terrible, isn't it? And it wasn't all that hot, was it? It was just humid. Well, never mind. So we're going to have something nice and hot.
I'll just let that simmer on 4 sticks.
Alright, that's it. Is it regular 4?
Yeah, regular 4.
That's handy, little dandy stuff.
It's getting too hot now.
I've got a spare Rayburn in that container if you want one.
Yeah. Would that add weight to the vehicle?
Oh, I'd put that in the back, that would be brilliant. You'd be able to have hot water.
Yes.
No,
do you think the chimney would cause too much drag?
No, nonsense. Anyway, it's coal.
Oh, I'll get a trailer.
So put a bit of coal on it.
Yeah.
No, it's alright. Yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings, eh?
Yeah.
We'll see what tomorrow brings and get a bit more.
What can go wrong?